Broadmother for the physical damage, Necrophos to first of all deal magical DPS in team fights, as well as, you know, the Reaper Scythe to keep Viper down. If you get a gank early on, you can shut down a big hero and prevent the hero entirely from snowballing. So there definitely is the potential to take the game into favor here for Lorem Ipsum, despite Mongolz going for a pretty greedy, pretty fight-heavy draft.
Radiant team ban.
And it looks like Bristleback's gonna be banned out, so Mongolz, they want to stick with their, well, fight-heavy, kinda aggressive draft where you rely on getting a good initiation and killing people to enable objectives. You're not just gonna slow siege, you're not just gonna sit there, hit the tower from the backlines, and the Sven is gonna be banned out here, so denying more AoE combos. Lorem Ipsum now picking up a Legion, that explains the Sven ban. Last season I talked a lot about Legion Sven interactions and that Legion is really gonna have a bad time the second the Sven is picked up, and it seems like Lorem Ipsum taking that to heart.
10 seconds remaining.
It's kind of been a rule of thumb in the pub games, but it's one of those things which makes a lot of sense in pro as well. So let's see what Mongolz are gonna pick up here. They can go with pretty much anything in the safe lane. Something somewhat aggressively like Lycanthrope or... Well, Lycan isn't good against Broodmother, so it needs to be some safe lane which is good against Broodmother. Luna would be decent, but that would be extremely greedy. If you do get a decent laning stage, you can definitely snowball out of control, ruin a couple of duels as well with the Luna ultimate, but...
Monkey King. You may now select your
okay, that's gonna be a safe lane Monkey King here. Wait, Baba Yaga on the Monkey King? Is it gonna be safe lane Viper? I don't like being proven wrong, come on. But okay, it looks like we got both drafts lined up here. Lorem Ipsum with a Broodmother Legion Commander combo. It's pretty strong. The Legion is also a really good block pick to take when you got a Broodmother, so, you know, those spiders can't just be overwhelming odds down every time to get Legion a bit of extra net worth. And with that, we're gonna load in a bit, so I'm gonna play a real quick ad for our sponsor expert.co, and then we got first game out of this best of 2 on our hands.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, here we are. Okay, and we're in Instapause coming out, so... You know, nice and quiet start. It's not like we're gonna run out of time anyways. We got overlapping games every noon, so... And Earth Spirit. I'm not sure if this is a meme or if it's or if Proxy's just a French guy. With... ah damn, what was it again? These 3 mottos back in France. 3 World War I, good old times. Not like I was there, but still, you know, it seemed to be a pretty good old time until Franz Ferdinand bit the dust.
They're all dead!
Okay, so people just memeing away. Proxy in position to go for a rune steal here if he wants to, if he... I mean, it's kind of risky, jumping
30
on
seconds
you
to
don't know
battle.
how many people. He does have a really good ward here though, to make sure he's not gonna risk his life all too badly. Wait, and I think they spotted Proxy here. Yeah, they did, but Jakiro's gonna come in. Gotta even out the early brawl, and look at that. Dog Brain seems to be in a bit of trouble, but looks like the rune is still gonna go to Team Mongolz. Off to a good start with his early game contestation. And yeah, Baba Yaga is safe lane Monkey King now. So it looks like Retribution on the Viper is gonna mid lane against the Broadmother. Interesting lane. I have absolutely no idea how it's gonna go. I mean, corrosive skin's really helpful to have. You are good at putting a little bit of return damage in to make up for those net region, web regions, but Broadmother can just bait the most out of having stealth on the lane. Still get the steal of that going, which against the Viper is always the best you can get. You can't really outlane a Viper. You can only either get better last hits than the Viper or... Okay. Looks like we got some action here, but Io jumps on in and the lane is gonna quiet down. Me on the bottom lane, we got offlane Puck against safe lane Necropose. Meanwhile, the top lane, Monkey King against Legion is another interesting matchup. I have no idea how that's gonna go, especially since Monkey King doesn't really have a lot of support on his lane right now. He's just 1v1ing the Legion, which is quite a feat in itself. Legion, a high armor, generally high lane presence hero. But with those Jingo stacks, I think he should be fine.
First blood.
First blood.
Okay,
It
looks
shall
like...
be
wait.
duly noted.
So, Boombill tried to deny himself to creeps and Puck finished the job here, I assume? Okay, yeah. Boombill on the Rubik, took a lot of damage. Got killed off by a Puck.
An exceptional find.
And it looks like this is gonna be a slow start, only mistakes are gonna be punished, so gotta keep our eye out for anyone going out of position, getting a bit greedy. As for the late game advantage, one of the topics I always bring up at this stage, I do believe it's kinda equaled out here completely. Legion might scale infinitely, but Monkey King scales insanely late game as well. We've seen him 1v1 an anti-mage. I mean, yeah, he has to commit his ultimate, but his ultimate's really powerful. Kind of measures up to the Chronosphere in terms of how much damage you can deal on one target if you do it right. And Monkey King up to a good start on a safe lane. Didn't get the Legion. Legion with too high armor, too high sustain, but Io's still a really nice consolation prize, and My Pro now pushing the aggression onto Baba Yaga, making sure he can't steal himself back to full health there with the bound to strike, but no kill will be had just yet. Instead on the mid lane, Retribution gonna get ran at by the spiders, but they don't do too much, and it's gonna be the Necrophos going down, so once again seems to be the kill we don't look at. But now on the top lane, they do want to man up here. Legion's trapped inside, but the Jakiro is gonna go down with Rubik, enabling the kill there with the lift. Legion is just gonna take down to the creep aggro, to the Jakiro. Damage over time is too much. Now Io getting boundless strict. Boundless struck, I guess? What's the past tense of boundless strike? Make the verb as well. Boundlessly struck, I don't know. English is complicated with that. But Mongols all of a sudden off to a great start. Lorem Ipsum, they were really dominant last time around. Mongols... I mean, Mongols were one of those teams who started the cup off last season with, you know, a couple of hard games, a couple of really close victories, and then all of a sudden they grew and made it way further than most people would have expected from them. This time around they're up against Lorem Ipsum. Another really strong team, another team which has been full of surprises last season, and Mongols so far got a great start. Broadmother might be able to turn that around the second, you know, Desolator comes online, you can actually tear people apart with your spiders, with your ultimate right-click damage, so there is plenty of damage available. Necro Scythe as well, helping you out to reach the mid to late game, helping you win a couple of duels on the Legion Commander, who so far has been kinda struggling. Going 1-1, but kinda underleveled. You need a lot of support. You did have to commit a lot to bring Monkey King down, to keep him from sitting on top of the network. He's still super close compared to Broadmother. Broadmother might have a really good lane, a really good advantage based on that invisibility of course, but and Viper there. Corrosive Skin saving him from all of those spiders stacked up. Meanwhile, Dogbrain goes down to top lane, and I'm gonna end up missing a ton of kills at this rate. Okay, Puck's gonna be fine. Necro had no way of killing the annoying little fairy dragon there. Now Baba Yaga's getting rented as well onto Monkey King. The game is speeding up quite a bit. Dogbrain is gonna go down once again. Baba Yaga now on a killing spree. If they get the turn on Monkey King, it's huge, but Ice Path committed. Mypro trying to run out there. Will get caught by Proxy, and now Proxy going onto Boombo as well. Just bullying him away, showing him his boss, maybe force out a bit of food. Now Mongolz, once again in a super strong spot.
I take what I please.
Lorem, I mean once the Necrophos starts joining fights, Lorem are gonna be put in a really good spot again, so it's not like there is the comeback mechanic available. But still Necrophos, even with the Midas, can only scale so late. Eventually he's not gonna be able to compare his own damage output to that of Fat Viper, or even worse, Fat Monkey King. And talk about Monkey King. He's gonna run a Dogbrain on the top lane once again, and this time around he will go down. But went down to a tower, so could have been worse for the Mongols.
Illusion. What have we here?
Okay, we're back to a quiet game once again. I'm gonna switch over to network here, so as you guys can see, Broadmother's super far ahead. Monkey King had a decent lane, did manage to bully the Legion Commander to make up for that, so we already have two pretty dominant heroes, which should be ready to fight relatively early. Viper didn't have too good of a lane. I mean, you cannot outfight Viper. You can, however, outlast him. And he really does suffer from that, if it happens.
Denied.
The offlane Puck, however, going really well. The safe lane Necrophos. He dropped once early on, and from that on got really hard. Meanwhile, the middle lane, a duel getting won by Legion Commander. Kiro now trying to see if maybe there's some wiggle room, maybe there's some way to get a return kill, but absolutely no chance. That's just gonna be some damage for Lorem Ipsum to try and make their comeback here. Try and, you know, shut down Mongols before they're able to snowball up their pretty big network. I mean, with Broadmother this big, Broadmother of course about to get that missed chance. 60%, it's so powerful, come on. 60% missed chance once you hit somebody one single time with right click. You don't even need webs or anything. You just right click them once. It's one of the best
Radiant's
unique
top
attack
tower
modifiers
is
in the
under
game.
attack.
Wait, is it even unique anymore? No, it isn't. There you go. Okay, let me... Yeah, it's not even a freaking... Not even freaking attack modifier anymore.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, so I think I'm going to have to take a look at the items here. The game's kind of quiet and first couple of core items should be coming out right now, so... Fearless. Wait, this Necro is still going for a Midas. No, he isn't. So... Fearless on the Necro, going for a more fight-heavy build. BB on the Brotmother. Got a Desolator ready for
Dire's
action
bottom
and
tower is under attack.
no boost, which is interesting. Gonna delay most of the Desolator action by a tiny bit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That should help.
And it looks like Boombell got spotted on the mid lane. He's just gonna go down. Viper meanwhile retaliating against BB here. Dream Call comes on in on Brotmother. They do have the vision now and Brotmother is just gonna go down. Now Dog Brain, I mean, he's playing an IO without any big front lines to protect the IO, at least no one is online yet. And that means Mongolz are gonna take one hell of a fight in the mid lane, putting themselves in a really good spot. And if they get to tier 1, they're gonna be able to push the aggression further.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now it looks like Legion Commander gonna get ran as well. Do they have to stun here? No, they
Is
don't.
under attack.
LC just teleporting away. Lorem, it's not like they're completely out of this game or anything. They just need a couple of pickoffs like that beautiful duel they had earlier on. Duel somebody who's out of position, you got the Brotmother Spiders to make sure that person goes down in time, and then Legion Commander gets 10 damage. With that 10 damage and the Reaper Scythe, you really quickly make the 20 duel damage. You just need enough to snowball up, and Necro now going for the Radiance is one of those things, which I really do like. I know a lot of people are still skeptical about Radiance first item, Radiance Necro foes. I'm wondering if it's too slow, but I really do like the build, especially with a team like this one, where you got at least one hero who can kind of snowball for you. Because then you make your job only one thing, and that one thing is magical damage. AoE magical damage. You get Radiance, later on you maybe get Shivas or an Aghanim's, whatever you need to help your team win the fight. Well, whoever you have as physical carry, in this case it's the Brotmother. If the game goes really late, it might be the Legion. Right now the fight is definitely a bigger. Also talk about Legion snowballing here. There's the combo I told you guys about just a few seconds ago. Reaper Scythe duel, plus 10 damage once again. And I mean, Legion damage is not a whole lot. 10 damage, it
Radiant's bottom tower.
might matter once every 10 kills or something. So everybody dropped here except for Mypro and Fearless, and now Mypro is gonna go down. Fearless, I think he's dead. Nothing he can do there. Getting Ice Pass up just to prevent death duels and prevent Echo from getting anything, so he's not gonna get his Radiant as well timed as he would like to. Farming would have given him more DPM, and with that it looks like Mongolz are gonna keep staying in their dominant spot while Lorem is trying to get the conditions they need to all of a sudden turn the game around. It's kind of the same with Spectre, one of my favorite heroes still to watch in competitive. Just because Spectre with the Radiance, once you get the Radiance online, the entire game turns around. You got this damage over time to add up to your dispersion. It makes you so hard to kill with some extra miss chance. You actually become a priority instead of just ignoring the Spectre and maybe, you know, snaring Spectre up or something. Keep Spectre from running at people, that's usually the plan. Kill off everyone except Spectre. But then you get a Radiance and hero can't be ignored anymore, and I do believe it's gonna be kind of the same problem here for Mongolz, at least if Necrophos, and that is a pretty big if, does manage to get his Radiance without any further interference here.
Dire's top tower.
And Baba Yaga, he did deny the tower there. He's trying to retaliate against the command. No duel. Or, okay, there it is. Wait. Necro ultimate wasn't fast enough there. That means 10 damage to the Monkey King. That damage does stack with Boundless Strike. That damage does stack with the Monkey King ultimate. He can definitely put that damage to good use. And now Magnetize up. Here, this might be a lot of trouble, but he managed to deal with the left of time here. Roxy, will he get out of there? Looks like he will, and that was a pretty interesting chain reaction, and looks like it isn't over as, oh dear, Dogbrain and Fearless ran on in there. And lack of fear isn't always a good thing, but at least BB gets another return kill onto Sankey there, who on the Jakiro had a 5-man killing streak. Wait, how much was that Jakiro worth? Let's check. 500 something gold for, I mean, considering that it's a mega kill streak, it's not all that impressive, you know. If you would have had a Monkey King with 5 kills in a row, or a Viper with 5 kills in a row, it would have been more gold, yes, but 500 gold for Jakiro, definitely something BB really does like to get. Got the Mask of Madness, got Soul Ring. I mean, all of those comfort items on the Broadmother are just really helpful, especially once the BKB comes out and you're able to get those hits in. I wonder what Monkey King's building. Okay, he's gonna go with the Echo Saber build, kind of struggling in terms of GPM. Viper has the same issue, but he went for the TP Boots Radiance build. So plenty of ratting to be done,
Is under attack.
plenty of GPM to be saved. This is actually a really close game at this point, especially if BB gets the BKB without interference. It could be really, really bad if Necrophos is to get a Radiance at a really good timing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Looks like Mongolz, they actually do want to push the aggression here. They didn't just take one tower and then roam out of there. They want to push now. With the Jakiro, with the Viper, they do have the damage to put on the towers. Fuck for the waves here. Plenty of tools to try and take the bottom tier 2 tower, but it's still gonna take quite a while, even with the Nether Toxinite, even with the Liquid Fire burning the tower down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're just gonna be able to get away with
Dire's
completely
middle tower is
uncontestedly.
under attack.
Lorem decided to prioritize farm, and this is a pretty big network swing. I mean, Mongolz, they're now 3k ahead. And yes, you did manage to get MyPro a little bit of offlane farm, who desperately needs GPM to recover. As for the Necro, he's still struggling kind of to finish off his Radiance. And I mean, like with the Spectre, it's fine to kind of struggle as long as you don't die too much when you're sitting on that much gold, because you're definitely a high priority kill, a high value kill, and you losing your momentum is even worse. Meanwhile, we do have smoke gang onto Fearless on the middle lane. They did dust him up. Just to make sure Broadmother is nearby, and now it's gonna be Rubik falling instead. Beautiful IO ultimate coming in there to save. Sankey gonna go down as well. BB still alive, Monkey ultimate committed, and looks like the IO went down in the end. This is Monkey King, that's no big surprise. MyPro, is he gonna be able to? Yes, he teleports out with the Stone Remnant here. Just 1 split second. Matter of life and death there. MyPro, he is gonna live, and that's gonna make sure the game is kept somewhat closer. Necro living there. That was just so huge, because if he would have died so close to his Radiance, It could have been not necessarily game-changing, but it could have made the chance for a proper comeback for Lorem Ipsum way. Because Necro is dead, you got a high-value target, no Reaper Scythe available, Legion can't win duels for the time Necro is dead, and you can push a top tier 1 for some, you know, juicy gold network swing, putting you ahead to 5k, and that's gonna be okay. No time to talk about that, as Booble is gonna go down, the duel up, not gonna get lost this time around, but my pro still went down there. I wonder why they dueled there. Maybe they didn't see the maybe they didn't see Viper at backup? On the map they were all really close together, so
For me.
all of a sudden duel noises.
What have we here?
But it seems to be a pretty steady game for both involved teams.
Illusion.
Interesting build on the puck as well. All those pretty much typical items, yes, but I do like the face boots on a hero like Puck. Despite this being 2017 in the future. Oh, look at the save on Booble there. Now these come dueling at the puck. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. With BB hitting like a truck. Legion got the duel victory, and that's all that mattered. Now Viper getting torn apart with that mischance. All of a sudden, that fight completely escalated. Well, I was just going to talk about Puck's items. Perfect initiation. Lorem, they did lose a couple of people, but at this point, you're taking the game from the back, so...
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Monkey King getting himself top tower. But I mean, look at Broadmother. This is beyond alchemist. Well, yeah, a good
Radiant's top
alchemist.
tower
This
is
is like
under
an
attack.
alchemist which is going to win the game to your network advantage. But yeah, buy the army up and running, and look at that. The Radiance effect definitely awesome on I don't know, this looks great. The bubbles don't quite fit his style, like they're not quite as dark, but if they were like ectoplasm green, it would really fit his style. Still looks awesome, those little beams really fit the aesthetic there. Anyways, enough about that. Let's see. This smoke gank the Necropose was involved in isn't gonna find anyone.
Dire are scared.
Just did a really big run across the map, but they don't need to find anyone. Finding no one means it's safe to road, or at least so they think. And let's see if Lorem Ipsum get away with stealing the road straight away until those Mongolz here. Mongolz do have a really good road consultation. Earthbird can roll on in, magnetize things up, then Viper comes on in.
Scanning.
And it's really creative for Mongolz, by the way. They have this kind of AoE synergy, which I said early on, and they did ban out the... I didn't even get to set up my new headset. You did ask, but no, I haven't set it up completely yet. I do have this... Okay, no time to talk about that. We got Rubik being ran down. We got Necropose gonna go down as well. The duel up, getting won by Baba Yaga. He's gonna be really happy with that, as BB wasn't there in time to respond. Now BB is gonna go down. Rubik just bought back as well. But, wait, he did come in there. Boomble, he bought back, came back into the fight. And Lorem Ipsum, who are just in a recontent spot, now got team wipe with a dieback on the Rubik. A 5k lead here in favor of Mongolz.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Lorem, they did get the Roshan goal. So
Radiant's middle
look
tower
at that.
has
All of a
fallen.
sudden Mongolz could close out the first map of the last best of 2 here in the Southeast Asia Cup.
Middle tower is under attack.
One of 3 good start. Lorem, I do believe they're able to turn the second game in their favor, but as for this one, they do need to come back right now, or okay, that's a start, but it's just small start, and Legion is gonna go down. Okay, does have buyback. Buyback committed. Dogbrain is gonna live. But the Necropose went down on the backside of that fight. Okay, so we've returned to a bit of a quiet. Lorem, they are facing a 9k up against them, despite managing to kinda hold their base by throwing everything they have out against their opponents. I'm kinda skeptical if this is gonna be something they can just come back from like that. Okay, I think I'll take a look at the item. No fight coming up in the next couple of minutes. Mongolz, they've just seen they're not immortal. I mean Baba Yaga is, but that's Monkey King. Monkey King kind of has limited resources. He's kind of a glass cannon, so you don't want to put yourself at risk by trying to run at somebody.
A prize.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
So let's see. The most interesting items, of course, are Baba Yaga with the diffusal blade. BB got a diffuse as well.
Radiant's
Pretty
bottom
much all the
shrine
items you
has
need. And
fallen.
the Necrophos
Dire's
does have
top
the
tower
Radiance,
is
but
under attack.
in the fights up until now, he didn't quite get that much work done. He didn't quite stick around, you know, split the aggro, or, well, the aggro. Make sure the enemy's forced to attack you for, like, half your health pool, then go on the front runner. If you can kind of, you know, share the front line and utilize that, the Radiance is gonna become way more effective.
Radiant's bottom tower is fallen.
Okay, enough about that. As we got a high ground siege going on, well, not much of a siege. It's actually more of a demolition right now. BB gonna try to defend that, but it's gonna take a lot of damage from the Viper here. Trying to lifesteal on up. Everybody just managing not to get hit, and now Reggie gonna get caught. While that's happening, we got a duel up on Baba Yaga. Monkey King is gonna go down here. However, BB just fell for more than a minute. With that, Mongolz now in a really good spot. This could be a potential turnaround. IO forces buyback. Reggie's gonna go down, but once again, all the big cores dying for Lorem Ipsum. They almost get what they want every time, but not quite. And I do imagine it's pretty frustrating. They're playing everything so on point, but okay, now the base. Well, the base just got kind of wrecked for the Radiant here. Two big cores are dead as well. Necropose now gotta do a lot of work on his own here. But the Reaper's Hive is a huge tool. If there is some way, and I'm not saying it's, you know, really what's going to happen. I'm just saying it could happen. If Lorem Ipsum were to defend their base perfectly now, if they just stall the game out for 15 minutes, without losing anything else in their base, they can afford to lose a road if they do manage to, you know, defend perfectly or gank whoever takes the Aegis. Okay, that Rubik dying, that's not a good start, but still, if Lorem do manage to somehow hold their base from this point on for 10 to 15 minutes, they can potentially come back based off the Necrophos and based off the Legion Commander here. Legion Commander doesn't even need all that much damage, it's more the Blade Mail which kind of does the work for you against a hero like Monkey King. Against Viper, of course, it's gonna be a bit more difficult. You can't just fuel, wait 2 seconds and then commit the Reaper Scythe, but Legion's still sitting at 60 damage so far and should be able to kind of man-fight Necrophos eventually.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay, and there we go. Fight's gonna break loose with Brotmother taking a lot of damage. BB now down to half health, but it's gonna man on up. Trying to win duel there, and the duel is gonna be won. Baba Yaga fell. This is the perfect start, the one Lorem Ipsum has been needing. Now Dogbrain goes down, but so will Reggie, and Brotmother still running at people. Viper dangerously low. Necropose is gonna drop, but Crybaby is gonna get another kill. Beautifully executed fight. They're gonna get more as well, as Proxy now gets caught mid TP by the Rubik. Boombill on the Rubik, managing to put the work down, and he had a stolen dream call as well. Proxy just gonna drop here, and Sand, he came on in trying to save his buddy's life there. He's gonna teleport out though. Look at that. 3,000. English is hard, sorry. 3,666 gold in favor of Lorem Ipsum. Perfectly taken fight. And I mean, base is still intact. It's not like the creeps. They are in the base, yes, but they haven't quite caused havoc. The range tracks are still fine. Still bring somebody back to defend, and these kinds of fights, one or two more of them, and Lorem might be in a really good spot again. I know it does sound kinda hopeful that two fights are gonna do it here, but Puck still needs a long while till level 25. Legion Commander sitting at 72 damage now. Necrophos almost got the BKB as well, which kind of makes things easier. Chat, we do not have a giveaway. We have a promo code though. We had giveaways, you know, 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago, but absolutely nobody cared except for a couple of people making fun of me in the contest, and I mean, it was friendly and stuff, and not bullied, but you get what I mean, right? When my friends are using it as a meme page, then there's not enough demand. What we do have is a promo code though, so if you want to bet, check out extra.co and get a bit of free money. Talk about free money, it looks like Deaton's got some from enabling a kill on that Monkey King. Now Shiro is gonna get scythed up as well. The Macro-Fire is dealing a lot of damage, but it's gonna be enough. Retribution now gonna go down. And Proxy trying to get out of there, but once again a fight perfectly taken from Lorem Ipsum so far. And it looks like they're not gonna lose anyone just yet. Okay. Legion Commander for the world there. 3 kills for 1, still Lorem. They are playing exactly the way they need to come back. Do I cast SSCD versus Double Dimension? No, I don't. At least I think that's still the 17 CST game. That goes to Darklight for the next couple of days because, well, we can't trade against equally. I take this one from him, so he gets a bit of a break in the afternoon when his family's at home, so he can chill with them. And then he takes the game after this one, and you know, I can sit back, I can chill, get myself some food. Just a nice easy start into casting. But let's talk some more about this game. Would you look at that item choice from the Broadmother? One of my favorite items still of all time, even on Monkey King. I'm not talking about the Aegis here, of course. The Abyssal Blade. It's so huge. I know it doesn't stack with the Monkey King ultimate anymore, but if you disable somebody, if you know, use the activation on somebody in your ultimate, and that person gets hit by like 3 or 4 clones, then you just right-click them as well to try and stun them up again.
This will come in handy.
You can man-fight a freaking Antimate if you're lucky. And let's take a look at the gold graph. I mean, this looks so boring. Honestly, if we weren't talking about 20k but 5k, this would be pretty much every good start of the game which then gets shut down. Of course, there was a really good start for Mongolz, and Mongolz did hold their own for most of the game until now Lorem managed to make a pretty significant comeback, or at least are starting to.
Mine.
And everything's quiet. I mean, Lorem, they do know they cannot just run in like that and fight, even with the Aegis, you know. You gotta fight near an objective. You gotta make sure you don't just take one or two heroes out of the fight, then the enemy disengages, cuts the lot, you get gone on by Dream Crown Monkey King ultimate.
Dire's bottom tower
So Lorem
has
Ipsum,
fallen.
they do wait. Do go for the bottom tower instead, make sure they get an objective, and Mongolz, they don't want to fight. Mongolz are good at defending their base, Mongolz are good at, you know, going on somebody if they get the initiation, but if your enemy is just gonna push at that rate, even if you initiate, then maybe Lorem Ipsum, let's say, lose the IO, lose the Rubik, because they both are left behind when everybody else disengages. Okay, that's not good, but you cannot just swing this game around like that. It's gonna take one 5-man team fight, and looks like we're not gonna see that one just yet, but we're gonna see some more dual damage on my pro, which is also really nice for Team Lorem Ipsum here. Gonna enable them to keep on fighting, keep on making things happening. Making things happen. And it looks like Mongolz, who were so dominant, despite the big Broodmother, they won most of the fights. Viper did huge damage, you know, Hurricane piking himself to the backlines of the fight and going full artillery on some poor hero's ass. Even the freaking Viper is kinda afraid to fight right now. For Baba Yaga, I can get it. If you want to rely on good ultimates, you want to rely on good initiations. You don't want to waste any of those big tools. You have to turn things around, but you can't just let this continue. I mean, my pro, perfect timing there, good sir. Sitting at 108 dual damage now. And BB
Dire's middle tower is
trying to
under
return
attack.
push Mongolz already. They don't need to take it much later than this. They can if they want to, if they do feel unsure, but okay, BB is gonna waste each, but still has a cheese to follow that up. This fight is just sitting here like, I'm immortal.
Dire's middle
Okay, you
tower
guys killed
is
me
under
once, I
attack.
told you I'm immortal. Are you gonna try it again? Okay, no, I'm gonna get out of here, bye. Now the tower is dangerously low health, so BB definitely confident with the network, and I mean, if you get a game like this, you just feel like God. Not even in terms of arrogance, but more in terms of how well you can take fights. You can really explore new strategies. You can, with Broodmother, one of the things I think was BB as well, if I'm not mistaken, was go Blink Dagger early on. Go straight up. Go straight up. I think the build was Desolator, Blink Dagger, Boots or something. But yeah, it looks like BB just gonna... Okay, never mind that. I thought this was gonna be another match. Or another one. Okay, never mind. No time to stumble over my words. So we got Earth Spirit going down here once again. Look at that Legion damage. The only one hero to stop Legion is Viper, but when his team needed him most, he disappeared to the jungle farm. 12 minutes has passed. But now Viper is about to return. And he has much to farm. I'm convinced. Oh damn, I need to watch that intro again. I can't recite it perfectly anymore. I do think you guys get the gist though. But yeah, it's gonna be Viper to stop the big evil Legion commander as well as the Broodmother. I mean, if they come at you one at a time, it's gonna be fine. Also, the thing with Broodmother and Broodmother, because chat's bringing it up, it's kind of like tomato tomato, where both phonetics are correct depending on where you come from. So for me, it's kind of Broodmother with like the quick broad. For a lot of people, it's Broodmother, but I really struggle pronouncing that fast. And I'm European, so over here we speak this really weird, like most people speak this really weird mix of writing British English and speaking American English and vice versa whenever it suits us. But remember when I said at the 25-minute base push that Lorem would be in a really comfortable spot if they were to just hold their base, and that it was somewhat unlikely? Well, that's exactly the spot they're in now. All of a sudden they've become the dominant force of the game, and Viper's struggling to kind of keep up with them. Once he gets that Assault Curse, things are gonna change. It does look like Mongolz would like to get a nice pick-off or two here. If you catch 2 heroes, it would be huge.
Mine. Coin for me.
And looks like Mongol still can't find anything except for some farm on the Viper. That might just be the next 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna see Viper trying to man fight up those big hard carries once. Okay, there's the Assault Curse now, just buyback needed, and he can stop farming. Still a lot of gold needed for the buyback. I'm kind of surprised that Retribution didn't go for the poison attack on buildings, which a lot of people would have done if they were, you know, this far in terms of base destruction. But not going for it was the right call here in hindsight, because you don't need push, you do not need power damage. What you need is a way of winning team fights. And every single little bit helps. Meanwhile, Monkey King, Baba Yaga, he's gonna go for a Lynx here. He's just gonna deal pretty much all-around damage in fights. He doesn't want to get dueled up at the beginning of a fight. He's not gonna run at a single target. He's not gonna get items for that either. You know, stuff like Skull Bash. I'm usually a big fan of those, but in this game I definitely understand his decision making here.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen. Double time!
And Rubik trying to initiate here. Wait. Okay, Rubik's gonna live. Sandkey is gonna drop. Forced to buyback immediately. Now look at Necrophos. He's actually putting the work in with his Radiance. He does take a lot of damage from that Monkey King ultimate. Viper is gonna stay safe, and now Necrophos is gonna go down. Meanwhile, Reaper Scythe actually up on the Earthbird might force buyback here. Necropho's just gonna buyback himself. DD running at people. Not quite killing off anyone though. Dogbrain is gonna go down, and it looks like Mongolz will be able to take the fight with the huge Viper there. DB now taking a lot of damage with Baba Yaga, driving everybody low health within that nether toxin range, and Viper doing the rest. Huge attack speed, huge attack damage, and ignored armor. However, Baba Yaga is gonna go down. Broadmother just hitting those entrances there, which it kind of looks like something you'd report somebody for in the pub, but this time around it saved the entire team fight for Lorem there. They got the Viper kill they so desperately needed. And Viper did pull his weight. It's not like Viper didn't quite deliver enough work, but Reaper Scythe in the end kind of hit the scales ever so slightly in favor of Lorem Ipsum. So despite the gold net worth staying equal here, if not slightly favored for Mongolz over the last couple of minutes.
Your song has fallen into the ring.
Mortality.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
We got a base move going on. From both sides actually. I mean, here it's just Creed putting in Radiant base there. Radiants are about to secure a pretty big advantage.
has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Out base, getting torn apart here by Lorem Ipsum. Despite having such a bad start, all of a sudden managed to turn this game around, bit by bit. I mean, the Reaper Scythe really did so much work. Dogbrain went down there, got caught by Sandleaf, as he was about to jump back with the Ice Pam, and it looks like this game's still gonna continue for a couple of minutes. Joe doesn't like late game, I do like late game. I love late game, guys, don't get me wrong. I don't like slow. Big difference between 17 minutes of, you know, a crap ton of fighting and just doing nothing for 20 minutes. Because both teams want to wait for the late game. But here we go with Monk being ultimate out. Still insta Reaper type, start of the fight, now Baba Yaga taking a lot of damage. His ultimate didn't quite deliver what it needed to. Baba Yaga going down here, doesn't buyback if he needs to. Longest game time in ProDotA, as far as I know, it's 87 I think? Somewhere around that. It wasn't even 90 minutes. I duo cast that with Mad Kings all the way back in the day.
That should help.
But yeah, now we're gonna see this top lane of Rags up against the world here. Lorem Ipsum, they got an invasion force. I mean, Legion Commander, look at the damage. Hitting for nearly 500. Able to, you know, duel for 50k damage. Ryan went down, that's not too big of a deal. Like now the bottom tower is getting pushed in bit by bit, not quite taking that much damage, but one more push like that and Mongols are gonna be in a lot of trouble because The vision against Broadmother is really important. Bonus armor tier 3 provides really important. And once you use the tower, Broadmother's just gonna send a couple of spiders high ground, push the range tracks, and then all of a sudden Legion is gonna jump high ground, be like, hey, no more Rex for you guys.
This will do nicely. Dire's top shrine is under attack.
So it's gonna be quiet for another couple of minutes. Isn't this lovely, guys? We're just sitting back and chilling. But let's get serious here for a moment. In terms of items, Retribution, super fat but still not quite able to man-fight the world here. The world being MyPro and BB. Those two, and I mean mostly the fact that there is two of them, it's really hard to deal
Dire's
with.
top shrine is under attack.
If you kill the Legion, Broadmother's just gonna run at you,
Dire's
keep
top
you
shrine
down.
has fallen.
And nothing too special in terms of fights going on. Legion didn't get a good duel in quite a while. That's often a problem when playing Legion. And look at that smoke rotation over onto DB here. They're throwing out everything. Deal with that DKB from Broadmother. There's the Monkey King ultimate, but Broad got saved. Wait, where to? Okay, over here. Good reflex there from the IO now. I mean, this is just the life of an IO. Going 0 and 15. And still Lorem Ipsum is in quite a good spot this game around. They did get pushed in really hard, but Broadmother stays alive, look at that. 33,000 gold on a Broadmother. Call it.
Radiant are scanning.
So, how's it going, chat? Are you having a great time playing the waiting game here? I mean, honestly, this is quite an interesting game, but I want to continue the fun here. Roach can potentially respawn in 3 seconds from now. That on. Nope. 2 minutes or something. Okay, and it looks like we're just gonna play the waiting game around the roast pit for the time being. That's fine by me, I guess. Just give me a good team fight. These teams. I mean, if we look at the buyback status, Everybody can have some buyback up if they want to. Okay, now looks like Earth Spirit is gonna get dueled up, and there's the good duel my pro's been looking for. About to get rapier-like damage up on the Legion Commander. That was finally a fight. Roche still not respawning, but they don't need a Roche anymore. Or at least they don't feel like it. Now the Monkey King ultimate is getting baited out. It got stolen there from the Rubik, but Monkey King is not a person you want to mess with. The Rex, however, almost got ratted out. If they can somehow get Megas here, okay, they can. Yeah, they're not gonna go for Megas or any shady plays anymore. One lane of Rex left. 40 Mongolz here. They're holding on. They're doing the best to stick in the game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so Lorem Ipsum, they do want to finish this game, but can't quite put the final nail in the coffin there.
Illusion.
Also, chat, Broadmother died 3 times, so
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Road now getting contested by Mongolz. This road could maybe be what they need to come back to. Look at that. Broadmother and IO come on in, sneak the Rex there. Vector protection there, but yeah. Completely ignoring the vector protection there. Mega Creeps now able to help out. Legion hitting like a train.
Sun has fallen to the dire.
I am immortal.
Okay, and we're gonna see final push here against Megas from Team Mongol. They do need to finish this now or never. If we look at the buyback status here, Monkey King doesn't have buyback yet. If they do get a couple of frags, he will have it though. Look at that, they cannot even push, and they're on a timer here as the Mega Creeps are fighting their way through to wreck that entry. And yes indeed, chat, Monkey King does have a rapier now. I really did figure he was going to buyback before he buys the rapier, but turns out Mongol 3 do want to commit to one final fight here. Look at that damage those monks are dealing, which is going to be enough. Looks like Shakira went down there. Now down for... oh no. Okay, there goes the Aegis on the Monkey King. Retribution is going to go down, and it looks like Baba Yaga has to get out of there. The Mega Creeps meanwhile are invading the Dire base. Proxy goes down. Did get a big magnetize up. Now the Monkey King running for his life here. Definitely way into peace. Might be able to turn on somebody, but doesn't really want to take the risk just yet. Look at that. Might be able to flee. I mean, him getting away is kinda good because it keeps you in the game. But that kind of, you know, you're still facing a lot of trouble. Small, green, painful trouble. Also, if the factors have elite creeps like that, how are they made? How are they trained? You know, they're almost as strong as heroes when it comes to right clicking. They're definitely stronger than early game unfed heroes, so... wonder what the lawyer thing of these guys is. I do know Dota creeps have a lore of being, you know, brainwashed, basically considered to be almost corpses. There's no redemption for them, no way of having normal life anymore, and they're creeps for the rest of their lives, but why are some stronger? Anyways, enough about lore. Viper. I mean, this is pretty much what is to be expected. Now the Monkey King ultimate is gonna come down. Monkey King doing his best to somehow keep the game live, but against Mega Creep, single rep here isn't enough. Or maybe it is actually. Look at that. They do hold the base somehow here. Now BB, he wasn't frontlining there, which is why the base was held for at least a while longer. Had to back out, but Io gonna bring him back in. Moving there to try and support him, but look at that Monkey King. Boom! Broadmother slammed down. Monkey King with 24 dual damage. I mean, 24 dual damage on Monkey King, that's pretty good. I'm not saying it's anywhere near a Divine Rapier, but... Okay, so... This did put a lot of damage on the Dire base. Dire are now facing still a really adverse situation. There's buyback on the Broadmother if needs be. It's not... I mean, it was one fight, but it's not like, oh my goodness, turnaround for Mongolz. It's just like, okay, now maybe Mongolz will be able to find a 1 or 2% chance to come back in the game. And yeah, look at this. They're not really able to counter effectively. Lorem could just take their time. What Mongolz need is to hold on to the road. I think that's their plan here. Monkey King finally squashed the spider with stick. Sticks are a bit overkill for spiders, don't you think? I mean, I take a huge apron. Not whack on a spider, especially not when sitting on my stuff with a quick dick. That was nearly 2 minutes and the creeps are still keeping every lane pushed out, keeping every lane pressured here. Mongolz, they want to roast, then enable that big final push to actually enable Monkey King to do something with Divine Rapier. And I mean, the damage is there. It's not like they need more damage.
That should help.
I wonder what Lorem Ipsum are even up to. I mean, they're just all farming at this point. Necrophos did go for the full spell damage build, but that was kind of obvious. Also, chat, the streaming assignment is as always Europe on channel 2, Southeast Asia on channel 1. And we got Puck at the million GPM per second, but well 420, but still, despite, you know, being a nice meme and all, and despite kind of being more than a meme if in the right hands, I'd like to see the Puck build that's able to defend against Megas. Like, what are you even gonna build? Maybe you go Mjolnir plus something to, you know, cleave through those waves and make away from Mega Creeps, but that's kind of more vital thing. You already got that. That's one of the biggest issues. You need to keep either Monkey King or Viper back at your base. make sure the mega creeps are gonna be held at a distance. Chat's saying Viper. Oh my goodness, look at that respawn. And there we are. Please. Big bad rush.
For the effort.
So, there are a couple of interesting items on the side of Mongolz. They're definitely proven to be improvising right now. I still do believe for exactly this situation, freaking Euro 7 needs an upgrade. I mean, for all I care, you can just add a missing staff to it. Just literally add... literally it gives 40 intelligence, you add a mystic staff to an EU scepter to upgrade it. That would be completely fine though. Just to make it a little bit more useful on a puck this late in the game.
Coin for me.
And we have a 66-minute game. Let's see if it can last 20 minutes more. Then we got a new record break here, which would be pretty nice. Chat's meanwhile making fun about Roche, the living cheese factory. But I mean, Roshan just wanted to be a cheese vendor, okay? He just wanted to make his very own artesian store, and instead heroes run in there and kill him just because. Nah, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna make, you know, controversial jokes on the channel. Always triggered. I'll take that return. Let's instead talk about items here. Earth Spirit really does want to buy the Heaven's Halberd, but can't really get to the secret shop, which is being camped by 5 people. Am I the only one who... Also, guys, cheese is not made out of Roshan's milk. For Christ's sake, chat.
Command from the shadows.
Who's carrying the cheese? Tell me. Somebody has to have cheese, right? Or there's no cheese. Wait. Where did the cheese go? What the hell is this? I know somebody has the cheese. Not even, I mean, you would usually get the cheese to Aya, so maybe they actually sold it or something? But yeah, cheese description says that it's not made out of roast milk, so don't think anything creepy like that. Rose just wanted to become a cheese vendor. And yeah. Okay, it looks like we got an intensive duel there on the Earthbird. Managed to get out. Look at that guy, tanky as all hell. Plus 300 health, it's so good to have. insane strength gain as well. I mean, 3.2 per level. This guy, in my opinion, should still be played as the right clicker. But nobody takes it seriously. People are like, oh look, the elf can initiate and de-initiate. Okay, meanwhile Viper's gonna go down. Perfect catch there. Viper probably gonna be forced to buy back. That's 2 minutes without Viper, yeah. No way he's gonna stay dead. And looks like Rockmother not taking a lot of damage, but we've seen BB pull the stuff on the engine, so if he really has to worry about his health, he can just fight a couple of trees. But it looks like his health is not going to be the main worry there. Getting stun locked up is, and Earth Spirit closing the gap. Dog Brain is going to go down. So is Bombell, and it looks like Mongols are holding their base here with the Viper buyback. And now we got the Aegis committed there on Fearless. Fearless trying to get out of there now. That respawn. Got a Flame Dagger. He's trying to turn on Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga forces BKB. Now Fearless BKBing, but look at that, in from the backline comes the Legion Commander. And the turnaround is real. Now Viper disarming, the disarmed Viper disarming Legion Commander with disarmed Viper. Necros trying to stay away, trying to stay alive, but look at them all. Meanwhile, however, the Dire base taking damage once again. I mean, this is one of those games where the tier 4 region really comes into play, where it makes the game way harder for Lorem Ipsum to close out. What was initially a free game is now a 71-minute game without a solid opening to finish the game. Now, 100 minutes or 100 seconds, I mean, of waiting time. 100 minutes would be a bit long, even for me, and I do like long casts. I mean, I don't know. I feel like 100-minute waiting time. 170, damn. Might as well have a 3-hour game. Look at freaking Legion's damage. Casually right-clicking for 1000. Because why not? Because why the hell not? In addition to the free Divine Rapier given to you by a dual damage, you get another Divine Rapier from the Monkey King. And Mongolz now far less confident. That turnaround was just so perfect, and I want to see Legion right-click somebody. That's gonna be Viper who catches the boom ball there, was up to some shenanigans. And this base all of a sudden looking pretty empty, pretty cleaned out. One tree standing where streets and buildings used to flourish. Puck? Okay. Suicides for Courier doesn't buy back. Guess a bit doomed. Okay, and that's gonna be the wrap here. On to BB, on the Broadmother now. Are you guys prepared for a show? This is gonna be it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
BB, who since the mid game has been carrying Lorem Ipsum for most together with Legion Commander. I mean, don't get me wrong, next person on point, he's just not playing as a carry this game. Be acknowledged, he's playing for it. Broadmother actually getting saved there for a while, but the Divine Rapier is dropped, and it looks like the Dire don't know where it is yet. But people's gonna keep falling. My Pro buying back. The Divine is on the floor. Who wants it? GG being called there by Sankey, so Vibe without buyback, Monkey King without buyback. Looks like the Divine didn't quite... I mean, in a game with Legion, which goes to 70 plus minutes, the Divine is never gonna be that important, because Legion alone hits for the same as Divine Rapier, so you need to have it on a hero like Monkey King for it to even have any impact on the game at all. Otherwise, it's just like, okay, slightly better than MKB damage-wise. And I know that sounds like a bit of an understatement, but don't go underestimating how strong Legion Commander is. We're gonna go and bring you guys the next game in a bit. We're gonna play a couple of ads, and after that the stream will go down for about 2 minutes. That's because we need to fix the delay. We switched casts today, 2 casts using the same channel in a row, and Dark Knight forgot to, you know, do the delay settings again like they are supposed to be. Which, to be honest, usually happens to me as well when he's taking over, so